So I'm from the neighboring city of Bell Gardens, and my experience has been that every day I was reminded that I wasn't from Bell. And we were talking about that on the way here, and so how did I end up in Bell? I had actually been there maybe a year prior, working with another community group that was there, trying to do outreach of any sort. We didn't know the level of corruption, but we knew there was corruption, and I was there because the same corruption exists in Bell Gardens, maybe not to the same degree that exists in other neighboring cities. And so I had been trying to create a coalition, and I mean, I will say I was opportunist when I went to Bell. I felt that going after Bell Gardens was too small of a problem. I already had tried it and I had failed. And so I felt, you know, if I started to branch out to other cities, maybe we could have cross-town resources and talent, and we really create a change, not just for Bell Gardens but for the other cities. And so I've been there for about a year, and there were already a lot of groups there, and I was talking to somebody, like, you know, why was BASTA so successful? What's the plan? I think for myself as an opportunist, when I came in, I saw certain elements and I tried to bring some of those together. And so, you know, I wasn't the only person there. There were lots of activists already in the community. So there were already a lot of people who were trying to do something. It just wasn't going anywhere. They were definitely the minority, but there were a lot of people there already. You know, there was a need with the police department. They felt threatened all of a sudden, and so, you know, that was something else that was there. And they had an actual union, so they had real money to put behind this. It was a grassroots efforts. We're all volunteers. No one got paid, but paying for flyers, paying for T-shirts, paying for lawn signs. None of that's free. And even though there were donations coming in, people were not going to give us, you know, 10,000 flyers all of a sudden just because we were, you know, taking a stance. And so we had that there. The media all of a sudden became our friends, and, you know, we were just diligent about writing press releases. Every day there was a press release going out. You know, as soon as the story broke, it's like, stop what you're doing, and, you know, it's mayhem, but put out a press release in half an hour to capitalize on the moment. And they're like, oh, that's right, let me go talk to this person, let me go talk to this community group. So it was reminding them that we were still there, and that, you know, we had a voice. And we tried to find some political friends, and we didn't find too many friends. And at the beginning, we weren't picky, and some of those friends became a barrier for us down the road, but it was just about trying to find someone there. And so we paired up with a union. We had the police union, we had another union, and a couple of friends. But at the beginning, no one wanted to get involved because the corruption is so chronic in the cities, and they're all electeds, and they all, you know, have a system of patronage amongst each other. And so it was hard to come by friends. Everyone wanted to stay above ground. And my own friends, who were personal friends that I went to college, were like, oh, I'm running for office, or I'm working with this elected official, so I can't help you. I was like, wow, this is really sad. Okay. And so, but I think all the elements were there, and so it was bringing them together, and then just a lot of flexibility along the way. We didn't have the answers. I mean, at some point we had no control. We would get a call at 3 in the morning from Channel 7 telling us, hey, I want an interview. And you're like, oh, I just went to sleep, but okay, let me get out of bed. And they're talking to you about the problem. You're like, really? Oh, okay, I don't know. Give me 10 seconds. Let me Google something, so I don't even know what to tell you. But, you know, there was a lot of flexibility, and I was just one of many people there. And I think the one thing I would say is we all gave in different ways, whether it was time, money, resources, but it was equitable. Everyone gave what they could. The burden was the same on everyone, no matter what we were doing. And so I think there's only 5 of us here, but there were hundreds of people helping. And the burden, I tell people, it doesn't matter if you gave an hour or if you gave 10 hours, there was still an equal burden on all of us. And so that's my 2 cents about Bell.